Okay, here's an update on the baby axolotls. It's actually more of a depressing update. Well, he's eating, so he's happy. I went to bed one night about 2 weeks ago after feeding him, and there was about 100 in the tank. And apparently something spiked, and I lost pretty much all of them. There's nothing I could do. Happened while I was asleep. Guess I fed them too late, and the ammonia or whatever spiked. So I do have 2 of them. I had actually kept feeding the tank for about a week after I did like a 50% water change. And you can see I got one of them right in the front here. The other one, oh, he just ate something. I put in some live baby brine shrimp. There's the other one. So I got 2 of them left, which really sucks. They're almost a ½ inch long at this point. They have their gills and they have their front 2 feet. They're both leucistic ones, so they're pink. You can see right through them, so you can see their stomach and everything else that's going on. When they move around, that's them sucking in the sea monkeys. So they are healthy and eating, but sadly I lost all the rest. See if I can get this other guy on there. There's the other one. So I've only seen 2, which is actually good because for a solid week I didn't see any. But I actually just kept putting a little bit of live baby brine shrimp in the tank, hoping that maybe a couple of them were hidden since there's a lot of plants and stuff. And I got all the bad stuff out of the tank, and got lucky that I got at least 2 of them. Now, it's depressing in a way, but it's also probably a blessing in disguise. Because there was at least 100 in the tank, and there's absolutely no way I could have raised 100 or 50. Because when they get about another ½ inch, they're going to need a bigger tank. And I certainly don't have 50 tanks I could devote to axolotls. So, it's bad news, but yeah, at least I got a couple of them, which is okay. And here's the other knucklehead back there. He's just looking at me. All you can see is 2 eyeballs, and that's the other one. So just wanted to give you an update on them. Really kind of sucks that I lost the rest, but hey, things happen even to me. All right, I'll probably update something else next. Okay, I haven't shown these guys too often, if at all. It's 4 of the electric blue Acaras. They've kind of matured, much like I haven't. And we got 1 very dominant male, and I think I have 2 other males and 1 female. So this guy is kind of ruling the tank at the moment. He's keeping this male, and I think it's another male back there. But there is a female in the tank, and that's why he's keeping these other 2 in the back. This is the female, I think. And if she comes out enough, she looks a little skittish, but the breeding tube is starting to come down, so I guess something's going to be going on in there. And this guy's been cleaning off a couple of rocks. Figure out where he keeps zipping around. That's the female. And here he is again. It's a really beautiful fish. These things are something else. They're freshwater from South America, but they more or less look like they are saltwater fish. They're so pretty. So I'm going to have to move the other 2 fish out. I have to clean this tank up. This is a 15-gallon long full of Java moss. So I'm going to have to clean that out and dump half of the water from this tank into it. Throw some rocks in there and then put the other 2 fish in, because I think these guys are going to breed. There was a couple of albino cories in here, but I haven't seen them for quite a while, so they either stayed permanently hidden or I guess they became a snack. So the other two males aren't coming out much at all, so I'm going to have to do this pretty quickly within the next couple days. But I figured I'd update them because I don't know if I ever have shown them. But beautiful fish, and I'll try to update something else coming up. And this will be an update on the Pleco colony. There's quite a few in there. This is also known as the poop patrol tank because these guys, man, they poop. I have to do a water change in this tank every other day. I only do like 30% because I had a huge problem about 8 months ago. Before I was using a different chlorine remover. It didn't remove other stuff, and there must have been something else in the water, and I lost the whole 2 colonies in 2 different tanks. So anyway, I ended up with some albinos and some brown ones. See if I can get a close-up of one of the brown ones. They have some kind of spots and a couple stripes. They're basically a normal ancestor strain, but they seem to throw albinos as well. So the male is somewhere in the cave. Females are in the back in that cave, and these guys are kind of all over the place. So they're all over. There's one of the other females. It's an angel breeding slate, actually. So I'm going to probably split the colony off pretty soon into 2 other tanks. So I'll have 3 tanks of them, and once I have the time to free up another 20-gallon long, then I'll get that done. This stuff on the bottom is actually not, well, mostly not poop. That's a wafer that they're eating. I feed them primarily the 2 different things. I give them this Northfin premium fish food, kelp wafers. I throw 2 or 3 of them in every night, sometimes in the morning as well. And I recently got this stuff, and it looks similar. It smells different, and it was a little tough to track down. EBO aquaristic. It's a German thing. Spirulina tabs. So they're the things I feed them. There's also a chala wood thing in there. Yeah, they chew on the filter. They chew on everything. The breeding cave has worked out pretty good. That's the cave they used. It's about 5 inches long. One open end, the other end is crimped off. So these things are very cool. They just poop a lot, and you think that there's 1 or 2, and there's like 5 of them in a spot. So I think they've had 2 different batches because there are so many in here, and some of them are noticeably smaller than the others. So anyway, I figured I'd update them because it's been a while. Thanks again for watching.